I do have to say, diving into YouTube by starting with like a 75-day challenge when I'm not used to filming everything was probably a little bit more ambitious than I thought it was going to be. But here we are, we're in week 2, we're making progress. Starting off maybe a bit slower than I would have hoped, but we're here. I'm kind of taking the attitude for the year of it's starting off maybe not so great, but we're doing the best we can, and we still have 11 more months to go. And to be fair, I don't know if any of you feel the same way, but for me, January felt like 3 years rolled into 1 month. So we're free of that finally and able to move on with the rest of the year. And I'm hoping that the rest of the year gets a bit better. And at least for me personally, I slide into what I'm hoping to achieve a little more easily than I was finding in January. We'll see. Well, let's go. My camera can't focus because it's so foggy. Yeah, where's Dakota? Yeah, he's right there, huh? You're blocking the door again. Gotta love when a short little strength training workout turns into, you know, an hour long because you get distracted in between sets and then realize, oh shoot, you still need to finish. Not the end of the world. That's typically for me what should be like a 40-ish minute workout usually turns into like 50-60 minute workout, which not the end of the world. It helps that I can do it at home, so I don't have to worry about taking a machine for too long or getting in other people's ways or just taking too long in general at the gym. It doesn't really matter. I do it at home. I do it most of the time because it's school year, so I do it when my kids are in school, so I don't have to worry about like them, you know, needing stuff or having to take breaks. Obviously, when they're off of school, then I have to work around them, which isn't really the end of the world because they're old enough to kind of be self-sufficient for a little while with me just kind of checking in. But yeah, every once in a while, I just kind of get in my head of like, why on earth does it take me so long? Does it really matter why it takes me so long? No, but you know, sometimes it bugs me. And today it's bugging me. Also, I'm very, not hyper, but like, for lack of a better word, I'm very hyper today, and I've been talking and like rambling almost nonstop in almost every conversation I've had. So that's spilling over into this. I will do my best to keep it short anytime I film today. So for right now, I'm gonna go stretch out because I'm a little sore and I need to get ready for my run. Today is interval run, so I gotta get that done because I'm starting to encroach on the rest of the day when other things need to be accomplished. Gotta love brain. When brain doesn't brain the way it's supposed to and you get distracted every 5 seconds, it's one of those days. We're gonna roll with it, or run with it, considering I gotta go run, so let's run with it. I just finished my strength training today. It was push. And I was wondering to myself, who put planks at the end? You know, when your arms are dead. Whose smart idea was it to plank after 4 other rounds of lifting? Then I remembered. It was me. I put it at the end. I am done in so many ways. Well, heading out for my run, and there's just something weird about it being February 7th and I'm outside in a tank top and shorts. I acknowledge I'm going to work out, and so, you know, I need to be able to sweat without dying with layers on, but the fact that it's needed, number one. And number two, I'm warm. I just stepped outside and I'm already warm. I'm born and raised in Michigan. It's supposed to be like below freezing with inches of snow outside. I'm not in the north right now, so clearly it's not the case, but like it just feels weird for me. You can't take the Michigan out of me, apparently. I'll never get used to it, so for right now, I'll just enjoy beautiful weather, hopefully a good run. Guess we'll see.
as you can see, I am done with my run and very, very red. It looks fantastic. Like, I'm trying to not look at myself on the viewfinder because I am so red. It didn't go as well as I thought it would. I set my distance for 3K because I'm trying to do a long run on Fridays and then intervals on Monday, and then trying to add a bit more throughout the week if I feel like it. I didn't this week, but that's whatever. Yeah, so I tried doing 3K, which was a little bit longer than before I hit my wall last week during my 5K attempt. Yeah, I wound up walking a lot more than I thought I would. Part of that may have been the music because I was trying to listen to a new playlist. It was still a good beat. It still was motivating. It just wasn't what I was used to, so that might have been it. It could have just been because I'm feeling off. I've been feeling off since yesterday, mostly mentally, and that really plays with me. But I still did it. I did the full 3K. I didn't stop, even though I walked well more than I wanted to, but you know what? It was something, and we did it. So I need to go shower and eat something. I'll check in later for my end of week 2 wrap up. But for now, just figured I'd check in to say my run was done.
Well, week 2 is done and we are moving on to week 3, Super Bowl weekend, so get the fun of all of that. I'm not a huge fan of either of the teams that are in the Super Bowl, but sometimes it's nice just to have sports on, especially when this is the last football game of the season, and then we have to wait all the way until August for more football. Although it's technically September, but college football starts usually at the end of August, and then everything really kicks off in September. I will have my foosball, my soccer, to watch for a little bit longer, but that only lasts until May, and then that's off. Well, no, forgot about the MLS actually. So yeah, I will have soccer to watch all the way until football comes back, but you know, it's still only once a week, and you know, there's a different vibe that comes from watching soccer games than from watching football games, and it's not bad. I'm very clearly a soccer fan, but this league, the Bundesliga, ends in May, and the Champions League ends in May, and MLS kicks off in like February, end of the month actually. It is February. Hi. So MLS should be kicking off soon, but just in my personal opinion, and I don't know if this matters to anybody else, but if you're a soccer fan, I don't mean to offend anyone, but in my personal opinion, the MLS plays at a different level than the rest of the world's teams do, especially when it's talking about European leagues. The EPL, the Bundesliga, La Liga, and stuff like that, they tend to play at a what feels like a higher level, faster pace than what the MLS does. And so watching an MLS game doesn't quite draw you in to this same extent that a European match would. But that might also just be my perspective because I grew up watching European teams more than watching the MLS games. I did go to MLS games as a kid, and you know, I have watched plenty of them. I have, you know, the team that I support, but sorry, this is a ramble about soccer and you guys probably don't care. Anyways, I'm going to enjoy the Super Bowl weekend. I'm actually making some yummy meatballs, and I'm probably gonna have a no track Sunday, just a day every once in a while. Sometimes it's for reasons like a birthday or an anniversary. Sometimes it's just for fun. I have a day where I won't track my food. I won't, you know, I still get in my water, but I do my best to just kind of go by how I'm feeling and enjoy the day. And if that means I go over on my calories, then okay, it's just one day. And if I don't, then cool, I'm still gonna be eating about what I normally do anyway. So it's not, you know, at the end of the day, it's not gonna be that big of a deal. And it's not that big of a deal if I do go over, because within a couple of days, usually my weight will even back out and things are fine. So yeah, I'll enjoy my meatballs. I'll probably have a clip of me making that or something in the vlog for next week.
But for now, I figured I would just do a quick little recap and say it went well. I've got room for improvement, and we'll go from there. I think this weekend I may also try to make a tracker sheet so that way I can fill it in, and so I can have some kind of visual display that I can share showing like, hey, like week 1 I hit, you know, I think it was like 75% or something like that. So I wasn't quite at 80%, but week 1 I did this, and then week 2 I think I'm closer to, I think I'm over 80% on average, but you know, it was a little bit better, but still definitely room for improvement. But once I create the sheet, and I might have to leave week 1 and week 2 blank because I'm not sure if I remember everything, because that's how my brain goes. But I just will make up something really quick so that way I can fill it out throughout the week. And then when I do my recap, I can show you a little bit more accurately and a little bit better how the week went. Plus then it helps me keep track of how things are going, and helps hopefully motivate me to do even better and, you know, work my way towards whatever rewards I'm going to do towards the end of it. But yeah, that's about it. And I need to cut myself off because I have been in a very rambly mood today, and it's not helping me film this little clip or have productive conversations at all for the most part anyway. So I'm going to say goodbye, and I will see you all next week. Bye.